Today we're looking at DMCI Holdings Incorporated. DMCI is a leader in the Philippine market that's been called a dividend king. But here's the twist. Its share price has dropped roughly 20% from recent highs, despite generous payouts and diversified businesses. So is it right time to buy? Stick around and we will break down the story, dividends, growth outlook, financial health, and risks before we get into a smart valuation. DMCI was founded by engineer David M. Consonhe in 1954. This company helped build iconic infrastructure across the Philippines, from bridges to power plants and major urban developments. Originally focused on construction, the company evolved into DMCI Holdings, a diversified engineering and investment conglomerate. It now operates across power generation, coal and nickel mining, real estate development, water utilities, and even cement production. That diversification means this is not just a construction stock, it touches essential sectors of the Philippine economy. DMCI has a reputation of paying attractive dividends. The company has a dividend policy of paying at least 20% of the previous year's core net income back to shareholders. In 2025, the company went even farther. A special cash dividend of 48 cents per share was declared. This is along with another 60 centavos per share earlier, which brings the total dividend for the year to 1 peso and 8 cents per share. That works out to a roughly 10% dividend yield for that year. Yields close to 10% are very unusual in the Philippine stock market, especially from a diversified conglomerate that is not a REIT or telecom, which makes DMCI stand out for income investors. But dividends are only one side of the story. What about growth? DMCI's business isn't stagnant. They are pushing into cement manufacturing through a major acquisition of the former Cemex Philippines unit, which could be a new revenue engine for construction and real estate segment. On top of that, water utility through Maynilad Water Services continue to expand their services and capacity and revenues. Second, nickel mining and off-grid power have shown better than average contributions. And lastly, real estate development saw increased contribution in the recent quarters. The company is not just sitting on cash, they are also investing. They have allocated 70 billion pesos for capital expenditures. This is allocated to expansion and operational improvements. So DMCI is not a static dividend machine. It's reinvesting across industries with long-term demand drivers. Let's look at the financial health of DMCI. The earnings of the company have softened in recent quarters, partly due to commodity price cycles and integration costs from the cement acquisition. However, revenue growth is still intact, with construction, coal, and utilities supporting top-line performance. Most importantly, the company maintains healthy liquidity and balance sheets. That would mean they have room to weather economic or sector downturns without sacrificing dividends. Diversification is really paying off here because weaker performance in one unit is softened by the others. No business is free from risks. DMCI has a few and we should know right now. First is the issue on commodity cycles. Coal and nickel prices can be volatile, and lower prices can affect margins. Delays in construction can also affect or dampen profitability. The real estate business could also be affected if the market is slow. And this is crucial. The upcoming bidding of the area operated by Semirara Mining is also a risk considering the financial contribution of SCC to the holding company. While the dividend yield looks attractive, it must be supported by sustainable earnings and stable cash flow. Now let's look at the valuation. Here is the big question. Is this dip actually a buying opportunity? If the stock has dropped 20% while earnings are still solid and dividends remain high, then from a value perspective, this could be a classic buy on weakness setup. Investors often use forward yield and payout ratios to judge safety, and DMCI's payout to earnings ratio is conservative enough. Remember, the stock price already reflects concerns about earnings softness and slower commodity prices. If DMCI's diversification starts to pay off again, like water, infrastructure, and cement growth, that risks may already be priced in. A disciplined long-term investor might see this as a discounted entry point with a nice income stream while waiting for capital appreciation. This slide shows clearly how the stock has dropped from the previous days. Hence the potential for the stock price to grow, knowing that DMCI is not solely dependent on one business. If this video has helped you, hit that like button and subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss future breakdowns of dividend plays in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Please comment below if you already own DMCI. I'd love to hear from your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and remember, steady dividends build patient wealth. See you next video.